Aries, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Chandler Christine and this is your weekly intuitive reading. It is Fire Sign Tuesday and I love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in and giving my channel a chance. I am an intuitive empath. I typically provide personal readings, but I am not providing readings this week. In fact, I'm issuing a lot of refunds just to keep and conserve my energy. Just be very responsible, mindful right now. You know how it goes. A lot of readers are having to do the same thing. We provide a lot of energy work, and so it does deplete us. And so if you are one of the people that I have to issue a refund, I do apologize. I appreciate your continued support. And just in effort to provide you even more clarity than the typical general reading here on YouTube, there are clarity readings and extendeds that I offer. So please, if you resonate with this reading, follow me over to Vimeo. It's I call it the almost personal reading, okay, because we do get very specific. So if this resonates with you, it could be you that I connect with this week, all right? We're going to start off with my Spirit Oracle, or what is this called? Sacred Geometry Activations Oracle, to get some vibrational messages for you, some frequencies that you could be experiencing this week. This will resonate with you if you have a sun, moon, rising, or Venus, as you guys know. If it doesn't resonate with you, make sure you check one of those other signs. There could be more clarity in those videos for you. And if you're a cross watcher, I may or may not be speaking with you directly. So keep an open mind and feel free to play with the roles, switch up the characteristics, as it could become vice versa at one point or another. What else? Aries, you guys, I love you guys so much. I feel such a good energy surrounding you. Let's see what's going on this week. I'm hearing relief. Relief. Okay, that is for sure the feeling I'm feeling. Okay, if we're in that energy of relief, it may consist of something having previously left your life, coming into context in a different way. You accomplishing something, right? Becoming victorious over something, I hope. Let's see. Oh, authority. Beautiful. We're going to get to that. This is totally yes. Oh, wow. Yeah. Relief because you are asserting yourself in certain ways that are, in fact, in a balanced way, not so authoritative where you're dominating, right? You could kind of, okay, we'll let you dominate a little bit this week, Aries. But also, you know, in a way of asserting your authority over your own life, which I really like in a very healthy and balanced way. Synergy. You guys, this is really good energy. We have synergy being that of a number 5, okay? So 41 breaks down to a number 5, and that is change. You're going to have to work a little bit harder this week at integrating and realizing the bigger picture of what exactly is going on in your world, okay? This is the act of synergy. Authority is using it to your advantage, and I've been obsessed with this saying very recently that I've been telling multiple signs now. But it's come up because I think it's very imperative that you know where you stand in the energy right now, especially with the astrology, Mars in Leo, Venus in Cancer, the solar eclipse, the Sirius gateway, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so look at it this way. The pessimist complains about the wind, the optimist expects it to change, and the alchemist uses it in their sails. Now you have to decide which one you are this week, Aries. Okay, number 10, new beginning here, culmination point, ending and a new beginning in the same. The frequency of authority reminds us that true authority is powerful, directed, and realized, yet receptive, wise, and loving. Synergy. The frequency of synergy supports our allowance and acceptance of not so obvious, never seen before combinations and unions that result in new ways of functioning, working, thinking, relating, loving, and being. It reminds us to embrace the unfamiliar so that new yet exciting co-creations can give birth to a new reality. What reality are you choosing this week, Aries? That is an interesting take on the week. I'm excited to see what comes up for you guys. Show me what I need to see for Aries, please. Show me what I need to see for Aries. This could definitely be a divine union, divine masculine coming through very strongly with that authority. Someone's making a decision. Someone's moving forward. This is very solar eclipse energies as well as divine union energies that I'm sensing. Not to say it right off the bat so bluntly, but I kind of know these things. Okay, I kind of know these things. Let's look at Psychic Tarot. What does the Psychic Tarot have to show us? And I'm sorry about that background noise. It's trash day here. Okay, firm foundation, beautiful. Throat chakra on the bottom, number 5. Okay, we just had Mercury go retrograde, and so communication is going to be delayed or misconstrued, misconceived. There's going to be thoughts that aren't so well formed. Also delays, okay, contractual delays, that kind of thing. But what I feel from this, the 4 and the 5, represent change in foundation. Quite literally, okay? The 4 of Pentacles, pretty much. So you guys, this has been a stagnant energy. It's not been moving. It's been a mountain to climb, and it's getting steeper. Does that make sense? Whatever needs to change needs to come from you, from the ground up, from your base, from your root, from your truth, and it needs to be expressed potentially. Now, this is a very authoritative, assertive initiation I'm sensing. Because you're wanting change, Aries. Let's just face it. You want this change. You're not afraid of it. You're not running from it. You're putting the wind in your sails, baby. Oh my God. Yes. Aries. Transformation. This is the death card. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Patience and planning. Cancer on the bottom. Okay? Oh, no. This is not Cancer. But we're talking about specifically a Scorpio energy. So you could very well be involved with a water sign, okay, or have a lot of water in your chart. But look at this. You're not simply waiting. You're not simply giving people more options, more chances, more time. Look at this. What do you think this is? A rodeo? Are you just hanging on for dear life until you get bucked off? You know you're going to get bucked off. You may as well take the exit, baby. You may as well take the exit. Or for some of you, you're waiting on making that exit, but you're patiently planning the way ahead. Now, with the 7 of Pentacles, this is a huge assessment for you. It's a huge assessment because you feel propelled in a different direction. You feel the need to exit your comfort zone. That's it. That's it. There's a comfort zone here. There's a window of opportunity, and you sense it. It's from your core, Aries. It's very hot, and I feel it. There's an intensity behind this. And you know what? It aligns perfectly with the stars because we just had our solar eclipse in Cancer, right? Which is going to be highlighting the aspects of our lives that we need, okay? The essentials, the things that we need to feel loved and secure. Whether that be, you know, positive and supportive relationships, whether that be understanding and communication, whether that be forward movement and letting go and healing the past. These all apply. But seriously, someone is experiencing some massive changes in their foundation, in their relationships, in the dynamics here within very close people. Because we have balance as the number 11, the ascended master number, bringing new resources, new clarity, new opportunities, new options to you, and maybe a very distinctive choice. Libra energy on the balance card, okay? 2 major arcana coming through to... I'm hearing rectify, okay? But I think even more so it is a sort of revision or a redeeming period for yourself to realize how far this has gone or maybe how long this has gone on for, and really desiring that new option that we were discussing. So something absolutely needs to come down, okay? When we see transformation, this is almost a bit like realizing there's an end. Okay, it's very emotional and potentially very confusing because we have emotions wrapped up in passion, anger, intensity. Given the Mars and Leo energy, people are going to be coming out and just spatting out stuff because they feel like it, and they're very amped up and they're very charged, and people don't know how to handle that Leo energy. But I think you guys, as an Aries, you know how to recognize that energy. It's not so foreign to you, okay? You're a fire sign as well, and you're one of those signs that actually will embrace change rather than the Leo sometimes does, is fixed energy, just kind of stewing about things sometimes. Okay, shadow Leo. But you guys, you're very much wanting this to come to an end and wanting it to be transformed for something better. Now, I think in conclusion of this energy, you're really having to plan this out, just like we saw in the beginning. Okay, we also have light. Okay, so shadow and light. What I feel for you guys is that you could very well be dealing with a Leo. If not, this is totally Mars and Leo. really challenging you to step out of your comfort zone, to face that shadow, to move forward in a very distinctive way, maybe after some methodical planning. This is the energy of a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo specifically. And we have 3 major arcana coming out right in a row for you guys. So this is almost a tower moment because of your choosing. Now, what did I say in the beginning? The alchemist uses the wind in their sails. I don't feel that this is optional. I feel like some of you have to exit this situation. Some of you are literally being forced out of a situation or realizing this situation has just gone out of your control. If this is the case, there is a divinity here that's wanting to bring you toward the light. And I think you're wanting to follow that as well. This is definitely an ending of a situation and a beginning of a new one. And you're going to feel much more happy after you exit it. Maybe after a time of solitude, just like that card said. Solitude, quiet contemplation, focus on the details. Yay! Aries, I almost said Aquarius. Look at this, okay? This is beautiful. This is potentially a water sign that you're involved with, right? We have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio here. And then we have the universe. This is the world card, okay? And this is a chapter that is closing, that is done. It is ending. It's over. Finito, okay? Just listen to the universe here because it's going to feel like a contraction. You're gonna feel this feeling of just suffocation until you give in to what the universe is trying to give you, and then it's gonna blow up and it's gonna have so much more for you there. Okay, that's how the universe works. Contracting and expanding, just like your relationships, okay, just like areas in your life, just like cycles and phases that you experience. With rejoice and celebration, I feel very specifically that you could be feeling like getting out, okay, after this time of solitude. I feel a little bit of pettiness here. I feel a little bit like you're trying to make somebody jealous. Now, be very careful of doing that because that's not gonna serve you. It's not gonna be a good look on you, right? When you're trying to assert your authority, that's not what the authority card stands for. Remember, Aries, it is not to give somebody, something to worry about. This is not time to cause more of an issue than there already is. Okay, you've got like 5 major arcana already that have spoken up, telling you don't mess with the universe. Don't mess with the universe. When it's trying to give you a blessing, that is even more specific. So when you rejoice and celebrate your freedom of this expansion from the trial and error that you have just exited. Okay, do you understand? Very good. Now, let's talk about the logistics here. Let's go into it a little bit. Actually, I don't know why, but my guides are telling me to use the manifestation manifesto. This is a very divine masculine energy. Okay, deck. It speaks in terms of success, goals, and ambition. Okay, so we're talking about different affirmations that you may be able to say during the day or at some point, just a reminder of maybe what you're trying to obtain. What is Aries trying to obtain? What is Aries trying to go for? What is this cycle giving Aries? Nope, too many. Do you see that? What is this cycle giving Aries? Oh, well, a ton of shit, apparently. You're going to be just fine, Aries, after you listen to the universe. Don't resist this. Don't resist this. You got to use it. Use the wind in your sails. Greatness belongs to those who have mastered the ability to focus relentlessly on their ambitions and act decisively toward them. You guys, come on. This deck is magic. It always pinpoints what I've been saying. Greatness belongs to those who have mastered the ability to focus relentlessly on their ambitions and act decisively towards them. Now, when it says decisively, you have to be very mindful. You have to take a step back and really think, okay, what am I trying to accomplish? What do I want to stand for this week? What is my authority being used to obtain? There is something that is very critical and needs your immediate attention, you guys. I'm also being asked to use my traditional tarot for you guys, which is interesting because I haven't used this outside of extended readings for some time now. And on the bottom of the deck was the sun. Okay, so that was the light card that we saw earlier. There is absolutely a new, beautiful, more secure new beginning, much more much more emotionally sustainable. I'm hearing sustenance. Okay, so maybe you guys have felt a little hungry or deprived very recently of nourishment, and I think that that has a lot to do with the solar eclipse energy. Okay, so let's look at Aries core energy this week. Let's look at Aries core energy this week. Show me Aries core energy. Yeah, King of Pentacles. All right, so this is Taurus. Specifically, okay, Taurus, or it could be Capricorn or Virgo. We do have another Virgo in energy, all right, and we do have a Capricornian energy. I'm sorry, this is Scorpionic. I keep thinking that this is the Devil card, okay, so that is not like an oopsie on my end. I really feel like you guys are dealing with some shadow. I really feel like you guys are dealing with somebody or something that is trying to pull one over on you. I feel like you're dealing with someone or something that is a bit of an obsessive energy. I'm really feeling that like some of you have your claws in something or want to dig into something. Okay, now this is very Mars and Leo as well. So this could be for the lower energy Aries. Okay, shadow Aries, not to judge, right? Because everyone gets caught up in these energies when we're not aware of ourselves. But this energy is someone who's just not aware of themselves, okay? So solitude and King of Pentacles. Now, this is a really wise investment for the future. This could have to do with home, family. You could be moving, okay? Firm foundations, transformation. This is a move. This is a actual physical, tangible move or escape, maybe after some heartache and loss. Right? There's another element of change. Number 5, 5 of Cups. We've already seen this, I think. Okay, so interesting. We're looking at leaving something, having an emotional loss, and then gaining something later down the road, potentially. Now, remember, the King of Pentacles is the slowest motherfucking move in energy. Excuse my language. Not really. This is a very slow energy. So are you going to see these rewards right away, Aries? Meh, maybe not. But what I will say is this is a wise investment toward the future. Now we have a 9 of Pentacles coming out in reverse. This is really interesting. So the emotional loss or sacrifice that you're making may be having to do with the Taurus, because this is a Venusian energy, Venus. Taurus is ruled by Venus, and so is Libra. Now, this 9 of Pentacles is a very entrepreneurial, independent person. But the thing about this energy in reverse is that you are potentially becoming codependent over finances. You're potentially relying on another to support you. You may not have a way out of this that seems seamless or easy. Now, this is the conflict. This is what's needing to come to an end. We also have a double confirmation, 2 9s. So this is why, Aries, you need some patience and planning. This is why, because maybe you haven't been listening. Maybe there have been certain signs that have told you, get on this. Time is of the essence. What are your goals? What are your ambitions? What are you standing for? And it seems like you've maybe missed the ball, or you feel like you've waited too long, and now it's all coming to a head. Now it's like, it's time to move, it's time to go. You have no time to figure things out. Something's popped up, something's sprung up from the universe, and it's now time to move. This is my moving on card, okay? And this is an 8, so this is karma. Whether you like it or not, Aries, this is karma. So let's talk about it. Let's get you out of this mess. Let's get you out of this situation. Let's figure out what's going on with you. The 7 of Cups, really? You guys can't make up your mind? You can't decide here? The King of Swords is coming to clarify, if you're undecided still, this week you're going to be getting decided, okay? We have the 8 of Cups. 7 of Cups. Now, this is an assessment period. Anytime you see a 7, it's an assessment. Now, we've already seen this, right? Already seen this. Another 7, patience and planning, something that you have to decide upon before you can actually move toward it. Wanting to put your best foot forward, I see, Aries, and that's all right. You're looking at the 4 of Wands. You want someone, you want to get there, you want to have it your way, you want your happiness, but maybe things have changed. Maybe this plan is not so in your control. Maybe you're having to make a sacrifice and leave. Look at that. 8. Another 8. Karma. 8 of Swords in reverse. Now, what I will say is that this is a very bittersweet message. Very bittersweet message for someone, because when we have 8s, when we have 9s, when we have 2 4s, it looks like you are unwavering, very stubborn, stuck potentially. You're almost coming off like a Leo. Okay, so you may have Leo, Aries, somewhere sun and moon. But what I will say is that when you have 2 4s, you are being stubborn, Aries. You are not listening to the universe, or there is some massive potential for you that you are simply not seeing. So with this, you need to take off the blindfold, my dear. You need to see how this can work out for you. You need to see how you have power in this situation. But it's time to move. It's time to go. We had the 8 of Cups and the 8 of Swords back to back. Okay, this is some clarity coming your way, telling you to move, to go, to realize, to think, to see, to understand. Now with the 8 of Swords and the 3 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, you could have some finances tied up in this. Okay, there's a lot of financial information that's also fueling this emotional discomfort. Okay, but needless to say, I think that what you have in your power is to just let this go and trust in the universe. That is your power. That is your power this week. Okay, for whoever I'm connecting with, very serious potentially message, right? We want to get clarity on this. The 8 of Swords, please clarify. What is Aries realizing? What is Aries moving toward? What is Aries' decision? This is definitely a decision. This is definitely a decision. After the confusion, after like, I don't know what to do, you're more like, all right, I gotta go. I gotta figure this out. I can't be indecisive. I can't be treated like this. I can't keep going in this direction. Page of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like you're moving. I feel like you're planning an escape. You're planning a move. You're planning on getting out. And you're rearranging your finances. You're figuring out ways to do this. But this is a huge hindrance, okay? Because you've been relying on someone, because you've been too comfortable for too long with the 9 of Pentacles, okay, on the bottom of the deck. This is showing us that you've been overspending, overindulging, living the lap of luxury without actually having the income to back it up. Okay, potentially for some of you. Do you see this snail? I'm being drawn to the snail by her feet. I have never once seen that. Do you see that? Do you see that? The little snail? Okay, this card takes a long time to achieve, but it also takes a long time to dig yourself in this hole. It also takes a long time to dig yourself in this hole if that's where you are. Now, Aries, I love you guys. I am not trying to be hard on you, but what I will say is that you haven't been listening. You haven't been listening. If you listen to anybody, listen to me, because I know what I'm talking about. I'm connecting with someone who knows that they're here, who resonates with this message, who gets the picture, that sees what universe is trying to give them, that sees there's an exit coming up, that sees that they need to make a move on it. But they're having to do a lot of this in secret. They're having to keep this to themselves. They're not sharing their ideas. They are not sharing what they've already left in their mind. They are making it very clear that there is no more room for communication, hints, or advice. That time is gone. They need to act, okay? They need to act. So let's look at the 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles, please. Clarify the 9 of Pentacles for Aries. Whoa! The Moon and the 4 of Wands. The 4 of Wands came up earlier, but remember what I said? This is the same feeling that's coming up. It's not going to happen the way you think it's going to happen. No matter how hard you try, Aries, there's something coming up. There's a secret. There's something being hidden in plain sight. There's something going on behind closed doors, in the dream world, in the subconscious, in the divine right timing that you have absolutely no control over. Now, with this 4 of Wands, I will say that there may be a happy ending for you. But again, with this Moon, there's an illusion. There is something to go through. There's something to walk through. And I think very, very much it's your own shadow. I think it's your fears. I think it's what you think is stopping you. Because remember, it's all about finances. It's all about not feeling independent, not feeling worthy, not feeling, financially supported, not feeling adequate, right? All of these valuable energies associated with this earth sign or this water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, it's coming up. These are secrets being revealed. These are things that deter you from what you had initially planned upon. Now, this is the ending that we see. We already know that there's something ending. We already know that there's something being transformed. But what I see is that if you move through this, again, as the alchemist puts wind in its sails, it doesn't mean you can't have happiness in another way. It doesn't mean that you're not going to have happiness. It means that you have to trust the universe, that this isn't your happiness, that you've been not living in your happiness already. You've been living in your comfort zone, Aries. You need to move toward your happiness. Now, what is that exactly for you is exactly how it will depend on your current situation. But remember, greatness belongs to those who have mastered the ability to focus relentlessly on their ambitions and act decisively toward them. If you are coming to a very raw realization that this is not your happiness anymore, then that is exactly what is coming to you this week. That is exactly what needs to change. That is exactly what's being transformed, and that's exactly what you're planning your exit out of. Now remember, there's a rejoice and celebration, so you could be getting married after this. Not that I'm popping the question here, because I really doubt I am, but with the moon, there's a secret here. There is something to be said about your own happiness in an alternative way that you maybe have not thought of. The universe is saying, yeah, no, we've been there. We thought of that. We actually planned this whole thing out. So if you feel like you've missed the boat, Aries, that's been planned too. If you feel like you have, delayed your success, maybe that was according to plan. There's something still happening here for you, but it requires your action, it requires your decision making, and your relentless pursuit and faith in the universe for what you are actually desiring outside of your current circumstances. And I will say that with confidence, it is not here. It is not here, okay? It is not for them. It's not with them. It's not even because of them at the end of the day. So what I see you needing to do is move forward in your confidence that it may not be now, it may not be tomorrow, it may not be next week, it may not even be next month, but I'm going to get my happiness. But I'm going to get what I've set out to get. I'm going to get what I know is for me. Really powerful energies, you guys. We're going to continue this in the clarity. If you'd like to follow me over to Vimeo, please go to the link down in the description box below and follow me over there. If this is where we part, you guys, I wish you a very powerful week. It seems like a lot of you, a potential small percentage of you even, are going through some changes, okay? Some massive changes, if that's the case. And I hope this resonates with you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Comment your feelings. I'd love to know how this resonates with you. And I will see you next week. Bye-bye.